Americans have always maintained a close relationship to horses. When I think of American history, I can see how horses have played such a huge role in shaping our country. Before there were planes, trains, and automobiles, there were horses. Horses were the only means of transportation before the first automobile, and still today in 2011, horses are still the only means of transportation for the Amish people. Not only were horses a huge part of transportation, but according to American Museum of Natural History, for more than 3,000 years, a warrior on horseback or a horse-drawn chariot was the ultimate weapon. Horses continued to be a force in the military well into the 1900s until they were outmoded by machine guns, tanks, airplanes, and other means of weapons. So it's no surprise that when you think of America, you have to also include horses as a part of our culture and our history. You might ask why I'm speaking about horses. Well, last month President Obama quietly signed into law H.R. 2112 that was passed by a bipartisan act of Congress. What does this mean? Well, according to horsehumane.org, this means that inside the H.R. 2112 were provisions for funding the USDA inspection of horse slaughtering plants within the United States. So this means that the beautiful animals that helped shape America can now be slaughtered in the United States for human consumption. Horse slaughtering has been banned since 2006 in the United States due to the treatment of horses and the inhumane conditions of these slaughtering houses. It's really hard for me to wrap my head around this. Yes, America consumes meat, cows, pigs, and chickens, but unlike these farm animals, horses exist in the wild. Beef, pork, chicken have always been a part of the food chain. That's nothing new, whereas horses have not. According to Care to Living, horses are not raised for meat, nor have they ever been, despite what some people in Europe and Japan are saying, praising its low fat, low cholesterol, high iron. I can think and create a menu of low fat, low cholesterol, and high iron that doesn't involve the slaughtering of horses. What's next? Your pets, your dogs, your cats? Not to mention any horse can be slaughtered. So if you own horses, be aware, because people might steal your horses just to collect the money from the horse slaughtering plants. Any horse is fair game. So also you have to think about medication that was given to the horses. Who's keeping up with this at the horse slaughtering plants? According to recent studies, people who consume horse meat are often at risk of being poisoned by a substance known as bute. Horses often suffer injuries which might require medication. How do we know this medication won't hurt humans that consume the horse meat? Is this a risk you're willing to take? There are several reasons why I'm strongly against horse slaughtering, and you should be too. According to the International Business Times, over 300 welfare organizations, horse trade groups, prominent horse owners, and corporate buyers, not to mention the 70% of Americans oppose horse slaughtering and consumption in the United States. In a recent CNN poll, 45% of Americans said they would not eat horse meat no matter what their circumstances was. And another 18% said they would only eat it under dire circumstances. Do you want to sit in a restaurant and wonder if the meat you're eating is horse meat? Horse slaughtering is unethical, cruel, and inhumane. I wanted to spare you the gruesome details and photos of these beautiful animals, but it's important for you to see how inhumane and how cruel they are being treated. Horses often have their mouths wired shut for the journey so they do not bite the handlers. According to horsehumane.org, horses can easily slip and fall while in trailers, become trapped under other horses where they will soon die. Horses have their throats slit and are often still alive when the process begins. No animal should be treated like this. It's just flat out cruel. There are several ways that you can prevent the slaughtering of horses. Congress.gov is a way for you to voice your opinion. Stand up for the beautiful creatures that helped shape America. By going to Congress.gov, you can send your opinion, your voice, and your local congressman urging to stop the slaughtering of horses. Your voice can make a difference. Remember, horses are not considered a meal in the United States, nor have they ever been or should be. Americans do not eat horses. It's that simple. What next? Our dogs, our cats? If other countries want to stoop to the level where they eat these beautiful creatures, let them do it alone. The United States should not take any part in helping them whatsoever. Like PETA.org states, to reduce horse suffering, there must be a ban on exports of live horses together within a ban on slaughtering in the U.S. or it doesn't work. Never did and never will. Thank you.